Not a usual report for the channel, but people in positions of authority and power nonetheless. Now, it's been revealed that top NHS officials have been accepting bribes from Big Pharma, surprise, surprise, in order to persuade them to recommend their medicines. Those of you who think Big Pharma is out to help and protect you and is in no way linked to illegal underhand tactics, pay close attention. This report is specifically about two medical company affiliates who were paid to become what's been described as paid influencers after being accused of promoting prescription drugs to doctors in exchange for payments. Jurors at Southampton Crown Court were told the NHS officials, compared to referees in the pocket of a football team, were paid by businessman Noel Staunton, whose consultancy firm represented pharmaceutical companies. The 7-year-long reign of corruption on the Isle of Wight by medicine boss Paul Jerram and Dr. David Turner saw them allegedly receive or agree to receive £68,760 in bungs, that's backhanders to you and me, from January 2008 to July 2015. Southampton Crown Court prosecutor James Hines QC said they used their expertise, their inside knowledge, their influence and their familiarity with NHS systems to further their own private interests. They achieved this in a number of different ways, but the object was always the same: to line their own pockets. They took improper payments time and time again. These defendants were each corrupt. They placed their own gain ahead of carrying out their important public functions properly. Another person, health service pharmacist Cathal Daly, is also accused of accepting backhanders and is also part of the ongoing trial the group faced for a string of bribery charges. The court heard the integrity of NHS doctors making honest recommendations about prescription drugs was breached and medicines were improperly pushed to GP surgeries and advisory boards. Paul Jerram and Dr. David Turner ran JTRX, which stands for Jerram Turner Prescribe. They used the company as a vehicle for bribery. Staunton is accused of paying the pair to promote drugs manufactured by his clients, such as cholesterol drugs and ointments. Jerram and Turner allegedly duped individual GP surgeries by visiting under the guise of their role within the CCG management team to access patient records and recommend a surgery switch drugs to ones pharmaceutical companies paid them to promote. Mr. Hines QC said the drug companies having their drug appear on script switch would benefit them as it would improve sales, but there was no legitimate way they could pay to be included. As the Isle of Wight's Clinical Commissioning Group's CCG sole editor for Script Switch, he had a hugely important role, but breached the integrity by accepting payments from Staunton to promote drugs for his clients. In what's called an extremely lucrative scheme, Staunton repeatedly promised pharma companies he could get their drugs highlighted on Script Switch, regularly being paid fees of up to £30,000. Pharmaceutical companies were promised by Jerram and Turner the money they paid into JTRX would be transferred into the Isle of Wight CCG, but it never was. Jerram and Turner allegedly bribed Daly with £1,000 to get South Norfolk CCG to sign a rebate deal which benefited them financially. Mr. Hines QC said the defendants effectively allowed pharma companies to buy the services of NHS staff. Mr. Hines also said the prosecution case is that it is completely improper for an NHS professional secretly to promote a particular drug within the NHS to his fellow NHS healthcare professionals when he is in effect in a position of a paid influencer for the pharma company that manufactures that drug. That is what's happening on the Isle of Wight for some years. If it is your job within the NHS to review medication and drugs and make recommendations or suggestions for alternative medicines to fellow NHS healthcare professionals, you are acting improperly if you secretly accept money from pharma companies, either directly or indirectly, to promote a particular medicine. UK government, pay particular note to that last sentence. And it's no answer to say, but the drug is cheaper or better. That doesn't permit or allow you to accept a bung, a bribe, a backhander, whatever you call it. To use the old word, that's corrupt. This case is not about how many NHS doctors accepted the recommendations or suggestions or the extent to which the sales of the drugs concerned increased. It is about the trust NHS professionals place in each other to be swapping ideas of best practice in good faith, impartially. How can a person make a truly impartial recommendation if he is being paid for making it? Jerram of Shanklin, Isle of Wight, is charged with 6 counts of bribery and 1 count of corruption, whilst Turner of Ventnor on the Isle of Wight is charged with 5 counts of bribery. Staunton of Seaview on the Isle of Wight faces a corruption charge relating to payment of £2,000 and a bribery charge relating to a payment of $4,200. 51-year-old health service pharmacist Cathal Daly of Norwich, Norfolk, faces a bribery charge relating to receiving £1,000. Now, this is an ongoing trial, so I will try and keep you updated as and when I can. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.